We're on a mission from God.
Wendy?
So I got that going for me.
Darling?
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Light of my life.
We enjoy your films.
I am a human being.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Welcome to Vintage Video, where we're rewatching the 80s so you don't have to. We'll be reviewing every major film release of the 1980s in chronological order, overanalyzing what you've seen and spoiling what you haven't. I'm Patrick O'Reilly.
I'm Jesse Bayless.
And I'm Richard Wells.
And today marks the 40th anniversary of New Year's Eve, December 31st, 1980. Over the course of 2020, we have now reviewed 168 titles from 1980. We currently have 179 titles planned for 1981, and as of this morning, the full list is available at vintagevideopodcast.com. In the interest of completism, we are changing how we do things a bit to make sure that every title is covered and that we all survive the year sane. Moving forward, we are swapping out our 40th anniversary posting schedule for a simple chronological order release schedule. As a result, we will have one new episode posting each Wednesday and Saturday in perpetuity. Just forever. We're going to be talking about the 80s.
So that's why our intro changed.
Yes.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I don't like change.
It will take us more than a year to review all of 1981. I think when I laid out the schedule, we'll be finishing 1981 in September of 2022, and it'll go later every year because there's more movies every year. But if we want to give each title the attention it deserves, as we all head back to work full-time in 2021, this is the best way to move forward and keep the show what it's been. In addition, we are also debuting a couple other new changes, including a Discord and a YouTube channel. If you're not familiar, Discord is basically a collection of connected chat rooms, and our Discord will be a non-Twitter forum for us to communicate directly with you guys about the movies we cover, how we run the podcast, and entertainment news in general. I would also like to use Discord to get your thoughts on certain films or their cast and crew in advance of our records to include on the show. Our YouTube channel will not include any video at this time, but some listeners have made it known that YouTube is their preferred podcast listening platform. Because we already have hundreds of episodes posted, our YouTube channel will obviously not be following the anniversary format either. Instead, we will be dropping all of our 1980 titles, 3 a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until we catch up with the new episode posting schedule. To celebrate finishing our first year of the podcast, we wanted to take some time to look back on some of the common themes of the year and test each other's memory on what we've watched. Each of us has prepared a bit of trivia for the others, but as actual listeners of the podcast, Jesse and I will have a distinct advantage.
I don't actually listen much anymore. I don't commute. I've lost 3 hours of my podcast listening time.
You'll get it back. Maybe you'll do better next year.
Yeah, but I've also lost 3 hours of editing time when I go back to driving to work.
Wait, are you saying this isn't a live show?
This is live.
Okay.
For us.
Richard, do you have any idea how much work we put in when you're not here?
Nope.
You guys are recording these? So why don't we start with Richard's trivia? Why don't you explain the rules of your game here?
So I came up with a kind of weird, convoluted game. I'm going to explain all the little details of it here. I'm going to read you a synopsis of a film written by our good dear Leonard Maltin.
Okay.
So they will be vague, and I'm going to have to make them extra vague to try to make the game a little bit more interesting.
When it's too obvious?
Yeah.
They're vague and you're making them vaguer?
Well, I can understand how we might have to censor information.
Okay,
yes, exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Like for example, we'll get to it, but like I'll say things like the director rather than saying
Sure,
the director.
that makes
Okay,
sense.
fair enough.
But this game is going to be a little different because I'm going to start you both off with 10 points. And if you get a question right, you get an additional point. But if it's too vague and you need help, you can buy a hint. But whoever buys the hint gets first crack at the hint.
Did you pre-write hints too?
I did pre-write hints.
Perfect.
I love you.
I only have one though per question.
So you better not be dumbasses.
Yeah. So I guess we will start.
I don't think I'm going to be good at this.
I think you will.
okay.
Get ready.
I don't remember anything about
Get ready.
1980.
I'm just hoping
Get ready to lose
that
trivia.
my formulas are going to work with this math. Why can't I see the formula bar?
Formula bar.
I want the formula.
We want the formula.
All
right.
Formula.
Question number 1. This is a 2-star from Leonard Maltin. Flashy, but empty-headed outer space opus. A good-looking package with nothing inside.
Wow, you left Flashy in there?
Oh, then maybe it's not what I thought it was.
Flash Gordon?
I was going to go
That
with
is incorrect.
Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh, also incorrect.
Ooh.
Galaxina?
No.
Saturn 3.
Saturn 3.
I was sure that was a blatant reference to Flash Gordon.
Right?
Well, that's when you said that,
It
then
was
I
a
was
trick.
like, oh, maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
No. See, like I tried to be tricky with some
No,
of
it's
these.
good.
My hint was this established a unit of measurement for $1 million.
Yes. Are we keeping score on these, or this is just for fun, correct?
I am keeping score.
Okay,
Of
go
course
ahead.
you are. There is no scoring in the game that I came up with.
just so you know.
I don't
She's
I don't
better
go
than
like
us.
that.
Next question. Also a 2-star. Crude, tasteless, but occasionally lively comedy. The director had his name removed from the credits and advertising, but the film isn't that bad.
Up the Academy.
Correct.
And it is that bad, Leonard.
It's terrible.
You were mistaken.
My hint on this is very on the news. On the news?
Yep. On the news.
My hint on this one is very on the nose. All the TV releases had Alfred E. Newman removed.
Yeah.
So that would have made it very clear. All right. And if you get bored of these questions, just let me know. We can stop the game at any time.
No, I like these.
I only came up
'Cause I'm
up
winning.
with 10 questions, so
Good, because I have like 40. So we need to get on with it.
yeah. All right. Question number 3. 3 stars. Familiar but satisfying fantasy yarn. Perfect TV fare, although better viewed in widescreen.
Fantasy.
Star Wars? Empire Strikes Back? No? Okay.
Hawk the Slayer.
Incorrect. So I like that you went.
There's no
full
way he
fantasy.
liked that.
I'll buy a hint.
All right. Jesse's buying a hint.
So she gets first shot at the...
Correct.
Okay.
This movie contains one of our more heated time travel arguments.
Okay.
When time ran out?
No.
Oh.
There's no time travel.
There's
in
no
there.
time travel. And
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
I know what you're thinking of.
focused.
Try again.
I was focused.
Be-do-do-do.
The final countdown?
That's correct.
Sorry, you said heated and I thought volcanoes. And my
Yes.
brain said
Well,
time.
it also has
volcanoes.
time. Yeah.
Next. 2 1/2 stars. Or 2.5 stars.
Are these arranged from lowest star to count to highest
No,
star?
no.
Okay.
It's all random.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I have a bomb in there.
If I buy a hint and then I get it right,
You get the same point
I'm
back.
basically just breaking even and preventing Patrick from getting a point.
Correct.
You're just fast forwarding to the next
Yeah.
question.
I didn't think this came out very well, just so you know.
The game mechanics could use some work.
Yeah. It was like, come
I'll
up
buy
with a
the
game.
next hint.
all you guys are just like, come up with a game. It's easy. I was like, no.
It doesn't have to be a game. It was just trivia.
It's just fun. Keep
All
going.
right. Next is 2.5 stars. Oh, goodness. I'm already loving the first sentence. Sorry. One of the better midlife crisis films.
Oh my
There's
god.
so many.
Though the major asset was the opening sequence.
Oh my god. That's not a change of seasons, is it?
It's change of season.
Oh my
That's a
God.
major asset?
Yep.
You're a major asshat, Leonard Bolton.
Well, good. I was like thinking the high cost of living. That animation was garbage.
No, it's Bo Derek in
Yeah.
the hot tub.
Okay, I see. It's better
Ugh.
than the crappy animation in the beginning. of the one.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I have to put that one in.
Yeah, that's incredible.
See, next one is 3 stars. A wistful tale. Oh my god. A wistful tale of how chance encounters alter lives, how camaraderie between friends is everlasting, how men always do the asking, but women do the deciding.
Falling in love again?
No.
Okay.
I don't think anybody saw that, let alone Leonard Bolton.
Who knows?
Middle-aged crazy?
No.
Somewhere in time?
No. Although Somewhere in Time is very wistful.
And the lady did the deciding.
Yep.
Come back to me.
Last married couple in America?
No.
Wait. Say it one more time.
You guys should be losing points for these wrong questions. That's what I think I should be doing wrong.
Yeah.
You guys should be losing points for wrong
Or
answers.
we should not keep track.
All right, I just won't keep track.
Thank God.
But I do have a hint ready.
Okay, let's hear the
The
hint.
hint-
I'll buy the hint.
All
What's
right, the hint is big. It's a retelling of Jules and Jim.
Oh, Willie and Phil.
Yep. Willie and Phil.
Wistful.
All right.
Men do the asking, women do the deciding.
I don't know about that.
I don't think anybody decided anything.
Yeah, I
in
was
that
going to
movie.
say there was no decisions made.
I think Phil did all the deciding in that movie.
Next, number 6 is 3.5 stars. Hilarious, yet thought-provoking, with endlessly quotable dialogue.
Airplane?
Nope.
Caddyshack?
No.
Is it going to be like comically stupid?
Something we've never quoted before in our lives.
It's something that has a lot of comedy, but
Blues Brothers?
saying it's hilarious is, I think, going far. I think it has levity and seriousness. The hint is that it is part 2 of an unofficial trilogy.
Ninth Configuration?
Yep. The ninth configuration.
Okay.
Hilarious, yet thought-provoking, with
What?
endlessly quotable dialogue.
It's
What?
pretty funny.
And listen, quote something from that movie.
I think the end of the world just came for that bag of Fritos in my pocket.
Okay, all right. You don't count.
I again, this was purposely chosen because of things like the Blues Brothers and Airplane, where everyone quotes those things. I was
Yeah.
like, endlessly
Yeah.
quotable.
It's
But
just because it was earlier in the year. They didn't have Airplane yet, so he's like, must be Ninth Configuration. This is the only thing I've quoted so far today.
I love Ninth Configuration. This isn't a slight against Ninth Configuration.
No.
It's in my top 10. Spoiler alert. Round 7. I don't know why I say.
Perfect.
2.5 stars. A whodunit made enjoyable by the stars.
No, it's not. Private Eyes?
No.
Oh, okay.
If he had said that, I would have really been mad.
Our Dr. Fu Manchu. What's the name
Oh
of
no,
that movie?
that's a good
Okay.
thought. I hadn't thought of that one.
Oh,
Bogart's face?
Mirror Cracked.
Mirror cracked.
Oh, okay.
Those are all 4 whodunits, though.
All right, you ready for this one? Bomb. Absolutely awful. Takes place in the Caribbean. That's all he had to say.
Zombie?
Is it zombie?
It is not zombie.
The Island?
The island.
What an asshole.
What?
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
I did like one of my hint was actually a quote from him. You know you're in trouble when David Warner plays the only normal guy.
Yeah, he's totally normal in that movie. He's not an inbred pirate crazy person.
Nope. Totally fine.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Number 9, another bomb. Illogical, unrealistic scenario, frantic direction, musical score for the hard of hearing.
Can't stop the music?
No.
Xanadu?
Nope.
The Apple.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah. You want the hint?
Not yet. Musical. Flash Gordon?
No.
All right.
So this is my own creative writing. Let's see if you can get it from my crazy hint. The version we watched was rated DNL for definitely not lesbians.
Times Square.
Times Square.
Wow. Okay.
Because of how to understand that quote, it's because they removed all the relationship story from that film.
To make it seem like they're just good friends.
They're just good friends. no homo.
Who barely talk to each other because there's music playing over all of their scenes together.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Number 10, another bomb. I guess I did kind of go in an order. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God. Here we go. Sophomoric, depressingly unfunny, drug-oriented comedy for people who think the word quaalude is automatically funny.
Where the Buffalo Roam.
No.
No. Okay. I mean, Quaalude's at least a funny word.
Yeah. I had never seen it spelled until this. So I did not know how it was spelled. The hint is people almost got killed by a tank.
Oh, Gorp?
Yep.
God.
I don't even remember anyone
Were there
saying
Quaaludes in
Quaaludes.
Gorp?
Right? I don't remember Quaalude being in that movie, but this was from the Leonard Maltin
Okay.
Well, at least he's right that it was terrible.
I mean, at first I was going to say Gorp, but I'm like, well, there's definitely no Quaaludes in that movie, so.
Yeah.
All right.
People who think the
cool.
word
Yeah.
Gorp is funny would have made better sense.
I had these some of my alternates. 2 stars. This passable time killer wastes good cast on another Omen ripoff.
The Awakening.
No.
There's another Omen ripoff this year?
Yeah, and I don't feel that it's correct. But
Ripoff.
think of just an evil child.
The Changeling? No.
Movies with an evil child.
Oh, The Visitor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was an Omen ripoff.
So the rest of them are dumb.
All right. Did you want to go next or should I go next?
We'll save yours. I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah. So I throughout the year have been keeping track of themes because I think one of the cool things that we can see as somebody who's literally watched every single movie from a year is the things that keep popping up over and over and over again. And some of these are going to continue to pop up over and over again in the 80s, which will be interesting as we approach the whole decade and sort of see, you know, how things become a movie trope. And it's just like if we're really kind of identifying them along the way. So I kept running tallies of things that kept happening in all of the movies. And some of these are really straightforward. You'll get them right off the bat in terms of which movies included these things, and some of them are a little bit more obscure and funny and ridiculous that they happened in multiple movies. So to give you a hint, one that we've mentioned many times before on the podcast, there were 6 movies that I wrote down that were midlife crisis or divorce movies from the year. So if you guys can name those 6 movies. You guys want to go back and forth?
Well, I mean, like what? Change of Seasons,
Yep.
Last Married Couple in America.
Correct.
Middle Age Crazy.
Yeah.
Serial.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I named one for a bad animated opening sequence a moment ago.
How to Beat the High Cost of Living.
Yeah.
And Loving Couples.
And Loving Couples. There you go. Okay, so those were the 6 midlife crisis movies of the year. All right, I have 7 that include Nazis. Which 7 movies included Nazis in some way this year?
We'll alternate again.
Sure.
I'll start with Blues Brothers.
Okay.
Took the easy one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with The Formula.
That's
Correct.
the other easy one where they're front and center. Nazis. Man with Bogart's Face.
I don't have that one. Was there a Nazi in there?
Yeah.
Okay, well then there were 8. I'm going to add that to the list. Okay.
Boy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get this wrong because I always mix up the title. Death Ship.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Nazi ghosts.
I did not see ghosts.
You want some clues?
Did we make that joke?
That's what
on the
Haley
podcast?
Joel Osment would have said on that boat. I did not see ghosts.
You guys want some clues?
We'll give Pat another
Yeah,
second
give me a
here.
second here. Trying to think of other time.
Oh, I got one.
Go for it.
Well, yeah, what do you got?
The Ninth Configuration.
Correct.
Oh, of course.
Those were Nazi costumes, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
Nazis.
Yeah, do you have a hint?
All right, one of them actually takes place during World War II.
Oh, the big red one?
Correct. One of them we already named as one of our whodunits.
Oh, the Private Eyes.
Correct, because that lady, the
woman
housekeeper
Yeah.
lady is a Nazi technically. And the last one, I think that they're Nazis because they have Nazi symbols on this biker gang.
Oh, Any Which Way You Can?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay. There were 8 movies that that centered around or included therapists.
Well, that's Serial again, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Serial.
Boners.
Richard Benjamin.
No, Peter Boners was the...
Oh, was it Peanut Boners?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
think it
Richard
was Richard
Benjamin
Benjamin
was
was a
in that
therapist.
one.
There's the curly-haired guy. Is that Boners?
Peter Boners, yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Benjamin wasn't in Serial,
Yeah.
but he would have fit perfectly in that
Yeah.
cast. Therapists. Dress to Kill.
Yes.
Windows.
Oh, that's a good one.
I actually didn't have Windows, so that one is number 9 for the year.
God, there's so many. You think I would?
Let me know when you want clues. We just named one for including Nazis.
Death Ship.
No Death Ship. At least 3 of the remaining ones, people died in them.
Phobia.
Correct.
Oh, there you go. Jeez. This one's hard.
I can give you clues.
Yeah, give us clues.
All right. We have a Best Picture winner.
Oh, Ordinary People, of course.
No.
We have we had one that is both immensely quotable and contains Nazis. I'm just referencing things we've just said on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the ninth configuration.
Correct. There
Oh my
you
goodness.
go.
Was there a therapist in that?
Yeah, the whole point is that
They're
I guess
in
they're there
therapy.
for therapy.
and he's supposed to be the therapist, but it ends up being his brother. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other ones are a little less obvious.
I was gonna say maybe Fatso.
I don't have Fatso
But
on
I
there.
don't really know if that's therapy more than like
When
Yeah.
he goes to the
like the meetings.
the sessions, yeah.
I have one that centers around scissors.
Schizoid, of
Yes,
course.
schizoid.
That's a good one.
And now the other 2, I think one is a little bit of a stretch. Haunted vehicle, I guess I'll give you a clue.
The hearse.
Yeah, the hearse.
Where was the therapist in that?
She
She sees a therapist at
sees
the
a
beginning, and she
therapist at the
says she's
beginning.
leaving town to get away from her problems.
Yeah, so that one's not centered around therapists like the other ones.
But it
are.
has a
So that one's a
therapist.
little bit of a stretch. And then again, this one doesn't center around a therapist, but centers around somebody who there is a therapist in it, and the person should be seeing that person more instead of
Stardust Memories?
hitting them over the head with a bust in their office. And
Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast. But I think Stardust Memories probably you could consider it as much as Coast to Coast.
Yeah. I just remember there's the part where he's like, I can't remember if he says therapist or psychoanalyst, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm a psychoanalyst. This is my pipe, when he's like approaching that monster.
Oh, that was Loose Shoes.
No, that was in Stardust Memories.
Oh, was that in Stardust Memories?
It was one of his films.
Okay.
I have 9 films that included roller skating this year.
Okay. Well, I think the obvious one of that one is Xanadu.
Correct.
Willie and Phil had a roller skating
That's
sequence.
Did Can't Stop the Music have roller skating?
Yes, they
I was like, of
did.
course it did.
Yes, they did.
Were they roller skating outside the diner in Hollywood Nights?
They were. Yes, they were.
Oh, Last Married Couple, he goes roller skating with Dom DeLuise.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't even have that one. All right. Last Married Couple. So that's number 10 on my list.
Is there any roller skating in Midnight Madness?
Yes, there is.
There's some in Heaven's Gate.
There is some in Heaven's
Oh,
Gate.
yeah. Heaven's Gate is a roller rink.
There's one in which I would say is roller derby instead of roller skating. Because they're beating each other up while they're roller skating.
They're beating each other up. Little Miss Marker?
Nope. Featuring an action hero who I am a sucker for.
Oh, gosh darn it. The Brawl.
Yeah.
The Big Brawl.
The Big Brawl with Jackie
That's right.
Chan.
That's
Yep.
right.
I was going to say Backyard Brawl, but I don't think that's it.
Nope.
So there's one where our female lead, I guess we'll call it a female lead, works at one.
Oh, United Skates of America, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black. There you go. And then the last one that you haven't named, I don't even remember roller skating in this one. So there's
Perfect.
a chicken costume in it, though.
Tribute?
Yeah.
I think he takes the girl on a date roller
Oh,
skating.
you're right, you're
She's
right.
making fun of how many pads he's putting on.
You're right. It is a very brief scene.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 4 films that I have really awkward ice cream moments. like weird ice cream moments.
All right. Start rolling out some hints here.
Okay, one is an ice cream fight.
Oh, with Willie Nelson.
Yes,
Honeysuckle Rose.
Honeysuckle Rose.
I can see why I blanked that out because I can remember now, and I just remember cringing. It's like, ugh.
I had to see a therapist about that.
There's one in which I don't even know. I don't know if the guy died, but his head ended up in a bucket of ice cream.
Oh yeah.
The stuntman.
Yes. There's one in which she eats ice cream in multiple scenes in a row, one of which is a baseball ice cream.
It's my turn?
Yes. These aren't really great hints. I'm just telling you what happens.
No, he's getting them, so they are great hints.
And then I don't actually remember this scene, so I don't remember why there was an awkward ice cream scene in it, but I'll just tell you, maybe you can remember the scene. There is a head in a fish tank in this movie.
Oh,
He Knows You're Alone?
Yeah. Do you remember the ice cream scene in that? Because I wrote it down, but I don't remember the ice cream scene. Are they at the fair and something weird happens with the ice cream?
When she bumps into him outside the ice cream place and
and he knocks ice
it on
cream
her
all
dress,
over her.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, I do remember that now. Okay. I have a bunch of more long ones. So I don't know if
I think they work fine as long as we have hints.
Okay. I have 8 of them that include weird bath scenes, like actually in the bath.
And that could mean a hot tub, right?
I actually have a separate category of 8 of them that have hot tub scenes.
Okay, so bath specifically.
We could do baths and then we could do hot tubs next.
Well, we have Oh Heavenly Dog.
Correct.
That's it?
That's all of them. Yeah, that's everything. Nope. There's one where
The Changeling.
The Changeling, yep.
Oh,
There's a murder
God,
that happens in one. There's picking out your future wife in one. With your sister, who you're also probably having sex with.
Caligula?
There's one where the bathtub keeps leaking or overflowing.
What's it called? Nothing Personal.
Correct. We have some more sexy time in a bathtub in this Closing of the West film.
Oh, Tom Horn?
Yep.
And there's also, isn't there a bathtub in Rough Cut?
Yes, there is. Yep, they take a bath in Rough Cut as well. And then there is one in this movie that has a ucky old lady who wasn't always an old
The
lady.
Shining.
Oh gosh.
And then I have
These are
one
good.
more.
These are really good, Jesse.
And then I have one more. I think you could call it a bathtub, but it might be called something else when it's for medical purposes and at like a hospital or a medical facility. And
Phobia.
There you go.
She drowns in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that all of them?
That is all of them. Do you want to do hot tubs or showers next? Because I have 10 showers and 8
I already
hot
got
tubs.
one. I got a shower loaded and ready.
All right, let's do showers.
Death Ship.
There you go.
All the Death Ship references.
All right.
I don't even like that movie.
Yeah, you do. It's clear you do.
But that shower scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the
Love
guy's
it.
like,
Blood
the
shower.
guy goes,
Filling with blood.
stay there. I'll go get
She's just screaming.
Perfect. All right, you got 9 more shower scenes to figure out,
Okay,
guys.
showers. Psycho. That's 1980, right?
No, neither of them.
The Shining doesn't count, right? Even though it was like a bathtub shower.
Correct. The Shining does not count. These are all
Right.
legitimate, happen in the shower scenes. We have a couple of murders or attempted murders around
In
showers.
Fade to Black, where he's getting the autograph.
Correct. We have Fade to Black, which is basically Psycho.
Yeah,
you already
that's true.
said that. We have some steamy stalking happening in one that Richard was very upset whether or not it was a dream sequence.
Dress to Kill.
We have a mob of guys attacking another guy in the shower, and you think that they might do something to him, but it's just a warning.
Defiance.
Defiance.
Oh, right. He just whips the curtain open and he's like, I'll deal with you later.
Broke into his apartment. What do you... Wait, what? Okay. There was one where we were hoping for more blood coming from the mouth.
To All a Good Night.
To All a Good Night.
The showerhead. The literal showerhead.
Ooh, I might add an 11th to this.
How many are we down to here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need 5 more. You've only got half of them. We have one in which the murder happened right after the shower. And it was very graphic. A slow close-up graphic murder.
Nothing. You got
Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Where she was stabbed in the eye. You don't remember a movie where a lady was stabbed in the eye?
Oh,
Yes.
That's right. She was fresh out of the shower.
Yes, but she gets out of the shower that's like open to the whole world.
Right,
Like, it's
with
just the
90 mirrors.
Yes, with so many mirrors. I have so many more to do, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I got any more.
All right, so we have the hearse. So we have that guy.
Oh, he dies in the shower.
shower. We have a small circle of friends because that's when they like do the run into the shower to hide the girl in the
That's right.
bathroom.
Yep.
And it's weird. We have Baltimore Bullet. So that's
He's with the girl in the shower when the guy comes in and says, "Hey, we can get in on this big game."
Very weird. And then we have Folks or North Sea Hijack.
Oh, when he's warming the girl up.
Yes.
Before he realizes she's a girl.
Yeah, he didn't know she was a girl. All right, so then we have 8 hot tub movies.
I think we skip hot tubs since
Okay.
we did bath,
bath.
and shower.
Okay, so hit us up on Twitter for the hot tub movies.
Yeah. How many you said? 8?
I have 8. I have 8 that hot tub movies. One of which is kind of a question mark because I don't know if you consider it a hot tub or a bath.
Yeah.
I have 12 movies, some of which are kind of question marks, that feature murdered dogs.
Murdered dogs.
Dogs get murdered in 12 movies this year.
I think the 2 most blatant ones are Oh Heavenly Dog and Saturn 3.
And I had a question mark at Oh Heavenly Dog.
Yeah, well,
Well,
the dog
the
definitely
dog-
dies, but I
yeah.
wouldn't say it's a murder.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
so
people knew it was going to happen before it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturn 3 definitely is a murdered dog. There's one in which a bunch of dogs get murdered, and they think it was a creature, but they blame the
Oh,
Indians.
humanoids from the deep. And there's also the children.
The
where
children
They kill the dog.
Yep, they kill a dog. There's a dog strung up from a tree in this one, as a woman went to go find
Oh,
her.
Mad Max.
Yep, there you go. These dogs were killed.
A lot of dead dogs.
Yeah, this is really depressing.
These dogs were killed by scientists doing experiments.
Oh, the alligator.
Oh, yeah.
He's
They
just
ripped out
dumping
the.
bunches of alligator.
Well, but he ripped out the vocal cords
Yeah.
first. Oh man, that movie.
And how about a dog being sold for its fur after it died?
Oh, and Little Miss Marker.
Yeah, such a dick move. Tell him it was a wolf. Then we have one that we fight with a carving knife, an electric carving knife.
Do you remember that? The Exterminator.
Oh.
When he's getting attacked at
Oh
the
my
mob
God,
guy's
yeah.
house.
We have Raise the Titanic. I'm sorry, I was supposed to give a clue and not the answer.
What,
Now I'm trying to wonder.
Oh, at the very beginning, the dog in the Arctic when they're finding the mine, he shoots it.
Yes, he shoots
That's the first
dog.
thing we see our hero do in that movie.
Yeah.
Shoot a dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have 10 because two of the one line said joke answer, so that doesn't count as an answer, and the other 2 were joke answers. So the joke answer is nothing personal because some pups were killed in the making of this movie.
Oh.
And ninth configuration, some dogs were fired. They weren't killed, but they were fired.
They were fired from
They were
acting
fired
in
from
a
acting.
Shakespeare play.
Yeah. Okay. So those were joke answers. There was only 9. There was only 9. I lied. Okay. So there's 4 films in which cars chase airplanes down runways.
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Yes.
Rough Cut.
Yes. This airplane has more than just people on it. There's some animals on it.
Oh, Noah's Ark.
Yep. Because they're chasing him to.
Yeah, they're trying to warn him that he's got the kids in there.
And then this one, our lead actor in this one is a musician.
Oh, Honeysuckle Rose? No.
No.
One Trick Pony? Lead actor is a musician. There was airplanes in that movie, though.
I'm going to give you this one so you can move on. Roadie.
Car chases. Oh, when they fly it out of the hangar.
Yeah.
That's right. They drive the car into a plane while the cops are chasing them.
Oh.
There are 2 movies this year that contain accidental massage parlor evacuations.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's Don't Answer the Phone
Yes.
Yeah.
and Cheech and Trunks
Cheech and
next
Chong,
movie.
correct. I have 3 movies that contain cars chasing each other across the desert.
Well, used cars.
Yes.
Smokey and the Bandit 2
Yes.
Oh God.
and Mad Max.
Yeah, I counted Mad Max as
Okay.
well. I have 2 movies that contain people snorting laundry soap.
Oh yeah. Because I loved that scene
One of
so
them
much.
is in Rhodey for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's Cheech and Trunks next movie again because Cheech snorts a bunch of it in the car.
Double check that
Was
one
it
later.
Roddy where the guy starts and goes, ah!
Just screaming and bleeding
Yes.
immediately. He's like bubbling blood out of his
Yeah.
nose.
It's too real.
Yeah.
Oh, we might skip this one.
Why?
I have three movies with unusually large numbers of houseplants.
Well, The Changeling.
Yeah.
To All a Good Night.
Yeah.
Can't
This one has an
Stop the Music.
Indian watering plants. Yeah. Can't Stop the
Can't
Music.
Stop the Music.
Okay. I
That
have,
was a good one. We got it.
You got it. You're good. You're good. You're doing good on these. These are going a little faster because I have less in the category. I have 3 movies that have sauna scenes. So like old men in saunas.
Last Married Couple.
Last Married Couple,
Yeah.
yes.
Blues Brothers,
Correct.
where they're all in the sauna.
Yeah. And this one is
It's another one of those marriage movies.
no, not really. It's more of a clip show movie.
Oh, the Gong Show movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's talking about his love handles or whatever in
Yes.
the sauna.
So we have 4 movies whose story points revolve around fuel and gas or fuel plants or gas plants.
Okay.
Well, the obvious one for me would be The Formula.
Oh, that wouldn't have been the first one I picked. But yes, that is correct.
The Children?
The Children, yeah, that would have been my obvious answer.
Hangar 18 has one.
Yeah,
Is
I have
one of
that
them?
on the list.
Okay.
And then the last
Because they
one I
almost
have
crash into it.
the last one I have on the list, there is an explosion at it. So.
Folks.
No, okay, we'll put 5 on
Oh,
there.
yeah,
I
that's
think
a good
I
one.
think that counts.
It's an oil rig, right?
It's
Yeah.
an oil rig. I'll put that down. No, this one has an explosion on it that's not, folks. Somebody dies.
Urban Cowboy.
Correct. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I have 3 movies that contain Donna Summers on the radio.
3?
3.
Well, obviously Fox's.
Yes.
Because it was for the soundtrack for that movie.
I don't know enough about Donna Summers.
I think that music is playing on the radio for the bomb that the guy brings into the station in the Alligator.
It is. And then there's one more, which we just named for having an exploding gas.
Urban Cowboy?
Yeah, it's an Urban Cowboy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll double check that later.
Yeah.
Because I wrote this shit down a long time ago. Okay. We have 4 movies in which a fog bank threatens a vehicle.
The Fog.
There you go.
There's a fog bank out there.
I can think of at least one more.
I'm going to say Death Ship.
I don't have Death Ship on there.
Airplane.
Airplane, yes.
It's a vehicle.
Oh.
I would say so I have 2 more that's left.
Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon, correct.
Because that's how they get separated, because
Yep.
there's fog on the water.
And I'll say the last one is not a ship or an airplane. It is a
Boat.
no. I'm saying it's a land vehicle.
Car gets separated by fog.
Sort of.
Something.
It's
car is threatened by
Perhaps
fog.
a larger than a car.
Bus.
Yes.
The Children.
The
again.
Children. Yes. Okay. We have 3 movies in which Native American luck charms don't work.
When Time Ran Out.
Correct.
The Earthling.
Yes.
And
One more. The last one is like a collection of Native American luck charms.
Tom Horn.
There you go.
Would Time Ran Out count as, weren't they Polynesian?
Well, it's America now, and they're natives, right?
Okay, maybe not natives. I will say not Native American. Where native luck charms do not work.
If you lived in a place before it was America, then aren't you a Native American?
Was that
Is
island?
it on Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The movie takes place in Hawaii, and it was
Then
given
yes.
to him by a tribe on that island.
Then I'm gonna go with I'm right.
All right.
I have 2 movies in which people wear bags on their heads.
Well, the Gong Show movie.
There you go. There's
And
one
Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day. Okay, that was an easy
When
one.
they busted at the gas
Yeah.
station.
Okay, I have 5 movies where people are harassed by biker gangs.
Any which way you can.
Mad Max.
Okay, I have 6 movies in which people are harassed.
Really? Serial.
Serial, yes.
Are there bikers in Blues Brothers?
I don't have that one.
No, I don't think so.
No.
The other ones are more obscure here, and they're not a central point of the movie. They just appear at some point in the movie.
Do you have hints?
Yeah, so one of the gangs harasses children.
Oh, the Little Dragons?
Yes. Another one.
Oh, there's another motorcycle gang.
There's another motorcycle gang. This one is in space.
Motorcycle gang in space. Oh, Galaxina.
Galaxina. Yeah. So that was, I should have combined those 2 lists. I don't know
Harley
why.
Davidson. Ali Davidson, or whatever they called it.
One of them harasses a would-be murderer to stop him from murdering people, but unsuccessfully.
Oh, the time zone one.
Yes.
Oh, New Year's Evil?
New Year's Evil. And
That's
then,
right, yeah.
And then the last one, how do I give a clue for this? Wow. There's a mobile church. I don't know how to
Holy Moses? No,
No.
not Holy Moses.
No.
In God We Trust.
Yeah. That was a bad clue. I have 3 movies where where people are shouting at people through car speakers or speakers on cars.
Oh, Blues Brothers and In God We Trust.
And one more.
Oh,
Smoking the Bandit?
Yes, correct.
2.
yeah, okay.
I have 2 movies this year where people smoke while pregnant.
Oh.
The Children.
Yes.
And she apologizes for it.
There's one more which we just named as well. She's pregnant right at the end of the movie.
Humanoids?
In God We Trust?
In God We Trust, yeah.
I don't remember her smoking.
She does, but
yeah.
Like my pregnant humanoids reference though.
Yeah.
That's good.
4 movies in which people claim to be God.
In God We Trust.
Yeah.
Again. Earthling.
Yes.
G-O-D, that's my name. Claim to be God.
There should be a pretty obvious one.
Ninth Configuration?
No.
We went to the same place.
I don't remember. He doesn't necessarily claim to be God himself, but he says it could be anything.
I mean, there's one in which a guy claims to be God, but he probably actually is God.
Oh God. Book 2.
There you go.
Of course.
I wipe so many of these movies just
As you should.
out of my head.
As you should.
So there's still one?
There's still one more. It's a little bit more obscure. Not obscure movie, but
Is it the God or a God? Does that make a difference? Is it Xanadu?
it's not Xanadu.
Okay.
Oh, the apple
No.
with Mr. Tops.
No, but that's
He
a
doesn't
good
claim
that's a
to
good
be
try. No, this one the guy pronounces himself God. Because he feels very powerful.
Oh, Caligula.
There you go.
He has them elect him God.
Yeah.
My next one's going to be Awakenings,
Okay.
where she's essentially a living god.
Yeah.
And here's one that becomes, a horror movie trope. We see it 3 times in horror movies this year. Being warned away from your vacation spot by a local.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Without warning.
Yes.
Mother's Day.
Yes. This one I say is kind of trope-like as well. Musicians abandon their families. We had it 4 times this year.
One Trick Pony.
Jazz singer.
Yes.
have abandoned my child.
Honeysuckle Rose.
Yes, and I would say the last one is me being judgmental.
Musicians abandon their families.
Rhodey?
No.
I don't know.
It's a female musician this time.
Coal miner's daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, abandon. Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm going to skip this one. People who aren't cops driving police vehicles.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to skip that one.
Blues Brothers.
That's it.
That is one of them. Oh, only 3 of them don't have question marks on them.
Okay.
Um,
Without warning.
Frenchmen scolding dogs. I have 3 of them. One of them has a question mark.
One of them is Armand Asante and Private Benjamin.
Correct.
One of them is one of the killers from Mother's Day shouting in a French accent at an invisible dog.
Yes.
Well, one of them has to be Oh Heavenly Dog?
Yes, that is
yeah.
correct.
But I don't remember. I'm just trying to think of movies.
Doesn't she find it in Paris?
She does. I would say this becomes a trope as well. We have chasing people through a hall of mirrors. I have 3 of them this year.
Bogart's Face.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yes.
mine.
The Visitor.
Yes.
And
And this one happened at a fun house when somebody snuck away.
Carney.
No,
No. There might not have been a Hall of Mirrors in that one.
there was not. This person snuck away to gamble when he shouldn't have.
Oh, Baltimore Bullet.
Correct. I have 2 movies with Rocky training sequence parodies in which the protagonist is wooing a girl who is out of his class.
At least one of them is fooling around. Maybe both of them are fooling around.
No, another one is equally forgettable.
Falling in love again?
Yes. I have 2 movies in which Shirley MacLaine has an affair with a younger man when her marriage goes bad.
It's Loving
Loving
Couples
Couples.
and Change of Seasons.
Some of these are just funny because they're so specific.
I have kind of a section like this too that's also just for 2 movies.
I have Cars Get Stuck in Locks in Cloris Leachman movies. 2 of them.
Yeah, that's Herbie Goes Bananas and Fooling Around.
Yeah. I have 3 movies in which the killer could be considered a transvestite.
Dress to Kill. Dress to Wound.
Schizoid?
No.
Cruising? No, I guess not.
No. This one, one of them, the killer, well...
Oh, Fade to Black?
No, I don't have Fade to Black on there. I mean, would you consider him a transvestite?
I mean, he's dressed up differently as he kills people.
I don't think he's dressed transgender, though.
No.
One of these, I say that...
is one of them Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, the To All a Good
To
Night.
All a Good Night, because the woman was wearing a male Santa Claus. It's a stretch. But then the other one, I would say that the killer is not wearing their transvestite outfit while they are killing.
I don't know.
Terror Train.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That
I
makes
know,
sense.
it's a little bit of a stretch.
No, that's no, that's,
No, that works. I just didn't
That
think
absolutely works.
Okay. Awkward strip club performances. I have 3 of them this year.
Melvin and Howard.
Yes.
of it. That's the one that jumps to mind because Mary Steenburgen is wonderful.
Yeah. But I just like the one that's in a cast. Trying to strip while she's in a cast.
Stir Crazy?
Mm-mm.
No. Times Square.
Yes. So weird.
And Schizoid?
Yes. Schizoid
Okay.
is the other one.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
I have 3 movies in which psychos put pantyhose over their heads.
New Year's Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Boogeyman.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nicholas Worth does it in Don't Answer the Phone.
Correct. Very good. Good job. I have three movies in which people threaten to commit suicide in an effort to get a date.
3? You got any? I think Falling in Love Again, he does it. He says he's going to lay on the train tracks.
Yes. One of our most recent films as well. Tries to hang himself.
Oh, Tribute.
Yep. And then the other one is threatening suicide, but he's never really in any danger because he's a pro.
Oh, Stunt Rock?
Stunt Rock.
When he's like, I'm going to fall off of this rope if you don't date me.
Yeah. And then I have 3 movies in which people swap out precious stones in order to trick people.
Rough cut.
Yes?
Man with Bogart's Face?
Yes.
How many movies?
3.
3. So there's one more?
There's one more. They're using the stones in order to make something else in this movie.
Oh, Fu Manchu.
Yeah. Yeah. The fiendish plot of Dr. Fu Manchu. All right. So I have like a half dozen other ones, but I think we've gone through the besties.
Okay. I'll go through some of my just 2 titles. In these 2 films, people are harassed by autonomous cars.
The Hearse?
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Those are the 2. In these 2 films, kids get slapped hard.
The Children? Maybe.
No.
Gloria?
Mirror Cracked? No.
I don't think the kid gets slapped hard in Gloria. Here's a hint. A star of a popular 90s sitcom does the slapping in one of the movies. A mother. Home Improvement.
Oh, what was she in?
That was Christmas Evil, right?
Yeah. Remember she slaps Moss real hard because she wants to go to Mahjong night?
Oh, right.
And then the other kid that gets slapped for making fun of her mom while she's recovering in the hospital.
Why don't I remember that?
Do you not remember that? She's recovering in the hospital because she was shot in the spine.
Oh, The Visitor?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Bonus points if you can come up with a 70s example of a kid getting slapped from one of our Patreon reviews.
Oh.
For some reason, I remember us saying, like, she only liked to be in movies when she could slap
No,
children.
that was from The Visitor.
That was,
Yeah.
you're right. That was Shelley Winters.
Yeah. This one, it's a father slapping his son. Over and over and over again. Here's the last hint. They call the father Mr. Tibbs.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
In these 2 films, characters who overcame stutters suffer traumas and revert back to stuttering.
Windows.
Ordinary People?
Windows is one of them. No, not
He
really.
didn't stutter in that one?
No.
Okay.
More recent than that. Much more recent.
Oh, that was Tribute.
Yep.
Yeah.
In these 2 films, cops shout insults at people standing on the edge of a building to coax them down. It works once and it doesn't work the other time.
I always get the don't answer the phone.
Correct.
And
that's when it worked. And then more recently, it didn't work. The guy's wearing a Stan Laurel mask.
Oh. That's that movie. I can't remember the title ever. I just remember that it's about time zones.
New Year's Evil.
There you go. In these 2 films, comedians are framed for robbing banks and woo lady attorneys.
Stir Crazy.
Yep.
And what is the name of that movie with Chevy Chase?
No. Yeah.
What is the name of that one?
'Cause it seems like old times.
Seems Like Old Times?
Yeah. In these 2 films, a character loses their left arm to a shark.
Bogart's Face?
Bogart's Face is one of them.
Zombie?
Yep.
Yeah!
There you go.
Killing it.
In these 2 films, people witness a drive-in movie without paying.
New Year's Evil?
Yep.
Motel Hell?
That's right.
Nice.
In these two films, a character is obsessed with old movies and kills a bunch of people.
Fade to Black.
I was gonna say home movies.
No.
Mirror Cracked?
No.
Come on, she's kind of obsessed with old movies.
Well, because she's in them.
Yeah.
Anachronistically obsessed with old movies.
Bogart's Face?
There you go.
Okay. He doesn't kill the people, though.
He does. He kills a bunch of people.
I guess.
In these two films, a character crashes a plane on an island with child and animal passengers and is attacked by castaways.
Last Flight of Noah's Ark.
And?
The Island?
That's right. In these two films, royalty enjoy a stage performance from balcony seats.
Nijinsky?
Nope.
First Family? No.
Nope.
Private Eyes?
Nope.
Oh, no. Fu Manchu. Dr. Fu Manchu.
Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu
Yeah.
Manchu is one of them.
Sorry, that's what I was thinking.
The other play looks super shitty.
Those lips, those eyes.
No.
The other play looks really shitty.
And I can picture us mocking that play too, and I just can't think of what it is.
We're not talking
It's in
about
black and white.
Black and white.
Oh, The Elephant Man?
Yep.
Mm.
The princess takes him to see a
Yeah.
play.
Okay.
Or maybe she's not the princess, but she's royalty.
She is of royal blood.
In these two films, protagonists go on a road trip to raise money for their church using a vehicle with speakers on the roof. We kind of already said that one. In these two films, Steve McQueen plays a real-life bounty hunter who died as a result of his profession.
The Hunter and the Tom Horn.
Yeah. In these two films, Jewish widows unwrap Cuisinarts.
Private Benjamin.
You got the other one, Richard?
I don't.
It's My Turn?
Yeah. Yeah. Mike Douglas's mom opens up a Cuisinart in that. In these two films, men named Diaghilev manage ballet companies.
Nijinsky.
That's one. If it helps, I think the other ballet company is called Ballet 2000.
The Apple?
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So
Some of those were educated guesses.
so for my next section.
Wait, can I'm going to add one more to I have two movies in which deer randomly walk up to women in the woods.
Deer walk up to women in the woods.
Is that Little Darlings?
No.
No, I think that happened in that.
Clues.
One of them has no place to go. One of these women.
Is it Friday the 13th?
No, she has no place to go. She
Mother's Day?
She can't go back to her family. She can't go back to any of her husbands.
Any of her husbands? I'm so confused right now. This is from 1980?
Yes.
I have no idea.
So one of them is Tess.
Okay.
So she's nowhere to go, and that deer randomly walks up to her while she's sleeping in the woods.
I vaguely recall this.
And the other one, this one involves a woman who likes to heal people.
Resurrection.
Oh, okay. That's not this movie. This movie, I don't remember what this movie is about. Hold on, let me look up which movie this is.
Which movie would Jess confuse with Resurrection?
Oh, yes. Sorry. This
Touched by Love.
Yes.
I knew it was a young girl. That's why I kept saying it was Fox's Little Darlings. I knew it was a young girl.
No, it's Touched by Love and Tess, yeah.
Okay, so for my next game, there's actually a sound section of it. So I'm going to play a clip for you. And unfortunately, this overlapped a little bit with one of your lists.
Sorry.
It's okay, because I still have more. But this is a list of harbingers warning people, warning away the out-of-towners. So let me just cue some things up first. Okay, so each of these clips, I'm going to hit play. It's going to play twice for each clip, and then I'll pause it. So I'll turn it up as loud as I can. You guys listen to it. It'll play all the way through once. It'll play through again, and then I'll pause, and then you tell me which movie you think it's from. So here we go. This is the first Harbinger clip.
I'd stay away from there if I was you. I'd stay away from there if I was you.
Well, I think that sounds like Jack Palance, so I'm going to say Without Warning.
That is correct. All right, here's our next Harbinger clip.
Maybe the country's not the right place for you. Maybe the country's not the right place for you.
I think that is from The Hearse.
That is the priest from the hearse.
Nice.
Here's your next Harbinger clip.
I want you both to promise me that you will never, ever go over to the other side of the island. I want you both to promise me that
I know
you
what
will
that's
never,
from.
ever go over to the other side of the island.
That is from Blue Lagoon.
I want you both to promise me.
I was more like the background noise was.
Oh yeah, it was a campfire or something.
No, I think that's the waterfall. They just found the skulls.
No, this is
Oh.
the night that Patty disappears.
Oh, okay.
Here's the next clip.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you?
That one I know.
Going to Camp
I'll let you
Blood,
get that one,
ain't ya?
Richard.
Friday the 13th.
There you
Yeah, that's right. All right, here's your next Harbinger clip.
But you ain't got no business going in there anyway. So stay out. You understand? Stay out.
I don't even need to play that one
No.
twice, do I?
go. No.
I recognize Hong Kong Phooey anywhere.
That's jazz.
You ain't got no business going in there anyway. So stay out. You understand? Stay out.
Any guesses?
The Shining.
Okay, good. Here's the next Harbinger clip.
Why do you want to go up there, lady? Don't go messing up in deep band. Why do you want to go up there, lady? Don't go messing up in deep band.
Is that Mother's Day?
It is Mother's
There
Day.
you go.
Here's the next clip.
It's not a cool place to hit. The natives claim it's cursed. They avoid it like the plague. It's not a cool place to hit. The natives claim it's cursed. They avoid it like the plague.
I got you stumped with one.
Is it When Time Ran Out?
No,
No.
but it is an island that they're going to.
Is it the
It's not
Oh,
that
no,
one.
That's Zombie.
It's Zombie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Here's the next Harbinger clip.
There's evil here. I can feel it. The devil's here. There's evil here. I can feel it. The devil's here.
Is that Without Warning?
Nope.
That's not the Changeling.
No. But it's another example of the Harbinger being a red herring. But of course, the Harbinger also usually dies, which happens to that character. He shares a name with one of the other characters from that clip list. Going to Camp Blood, ain't ya? He's another crazy Ralph.
Oh, that's from To All a Good Night?
Yeah.
Okay.
For this next clip, this one's a little trickier. These are music boxes. I'm going to play you the music, and you tell
Okay.
me which movie they came from. Again, you get 2 chances to hear it on each one.
I think that one might be The Hearse.
That is the hearse.
I agree. Yeah.
That is the hearse. Here's the next one.
I have a guess.
Okay.
I think it might be the Changeling.
It is the Changeling.
I knew the Changeling had a music box. I just was like, I can't just say the
Well.
Changeling after everyone.
I thought it was the Changeling, but the thing that the second time around, I heard like a creak that sounded a little bit like a rocking chair, like, or a chair or something in there.
What to me connects it to the Changeling is that I cut it off right before it starts, but he starts playing the piano along with it, and then I remember the theme so much as it goes over into the piano sound. Here's the next one. Richard, you raised your hand.
I'm literally sitting on both of my hands.
I know what it is.
Go.
Is it Blue Lagoon?
Nope.
No, shoot. I was thinking the rain was like when she's in
It is raining for that scene.
She's in the house, like, and it's raining and she's looking at all the old stuff. Okay, so it's not Blue Lagoon.
It's the lead character's favorite song. I think it was Rachmaninoff.
Is it 5 Easy Pieces?
No.
It's when it's Somewhere in Time.
It is Somewhere in Time. Yeah. Was Rachmaninoff? I can't remember. When he tells her the composer and she's like, "Oh, I know him. I've never heard that song."
I can't remember the name of the composer. I know that it was someone who didn't or existed but wasn't known
and wrote that song between their times.
Yeah.
Here's the next clip.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Okay, is that one Blue Lagoon?
No.
Was there a music box in Blue
No,
Lagoon?
not that I recall.
Okay.
But I didn't want to tell you that until you'd embarrassed yourself.
Thank you.
This one's harder to remember that there was even a music box in it. It's a film with aliens. It's the only film with aliens and a music box. Takes place on Earth.
The
and it
Visitor?
has aliens. No.
That one.
Hangar 18?
No. Yeah, I guess there were aliens in Hangar 18. They're just dead already. What a dumb idea for a movie.
Oh, hilarious.
The alien uses frisbees.
Oh, Without Warning?
Yeah, Without Warning.
I don't remember a music box in there.
She finds it in the house that was abandoned, and she says, "My friend got me this music box when I was a kid," or something like that.
Oh.
That's why she starts crying. And
I
he's
don't
like, "What's
remember
wrong?"
that at all.
And then here's one from the 70s just as a bonus, if you can recall this one. There's a little bit of talking in here to help you along.
Always treasure.
I'll always treasure it.
Always treasure.
Is it House of Dark Shadows?
It is House of Dark Shadows. He gives it as a gift. Okay, so I had one more game. I made a list. This is... We have 22 more trivia questions.
Oh, Lordy.
Sort of. So I'm going to sing you... Don't look at my screen.
I can't see through the pop filter, so...
I am going to sing you a song from the movies that we've covered this year. These are exclusively songs sung by characters in the scenes in the movie. So it's not strictly soundtrack. It has to be sung by a character in the movie in the scene.
Okay.
These are in release order, if that helps. So I'll sing them, and you tell me the movie that it's from. Some of them will be obvious. Some of them will be, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Okay, here's number one. Vagabond, running only makes you see. Running only makes you see. Your answer is another lonely day.
Honeysuckle Rose?
No. Any guesses, Jess? It's like literally one of our first 3 or 4 films for the year. It's a holiday film.
To All a Good Night?
Yes. It's the terrible song that the guy sings to the guitar next to the fireplace.
I don't remember that at all.
Number 2. I've got Pabst Blue Ribbon on my mind.
Oh, that's Midnight Madness.
That's correct. But maybe it'll turn to something that'll raise the Titanic someday.
Raise the Titanic.
Nope. It's not Raise the Titanic. But you fell for my trick.
I always
Death
do.
Ship? No.
I'll try to sing it more like her. But maybe
Oh, that
it'll
was-
turn to something
Yeah.
that'll raise the Titanic someday.
That was Coal Miner's Daughter.
That's correct.
Yeah.
She's singing about
To
the
the
Titanic
kids.
sinking
Yeah.
to her children to help them sleep.
Yeah.
Next song. I was hatched from a witch's egg and doomed to fly high like a crane with no legs.
Do you want to answer this one, Richard?
Nope.
It's the Forbidden Zone.
That's correct. Lawrence of Arabia. He's an English guy and he came to fight the Turkish.
That would be Hollywood Nights.
That's correct.
There you go.
The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. Shattering things all over the place.
What?
Things are shattering because the singing is so bad. It's Up the Academy. You don't remember the terrible a cappella group that sings and the glasses
my
break?
I'm
God.
sorry. I have blocked that movie
Yeah.
from my memory.
Honestly, if you rewatch it, I sing that pretty spot on the way that they do in the movie.
Sure you do. I'm so sorry you listened to that multiple times to practice for this moment, and we failed you.
It just burned into my brain. Here's the next one. Stand by your man. This is actually in 2 movies that we covered, but only one from 1980. Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely.
Blues Brothers.
That's correct.
Well, the good old Blues Brothers boys out of Chicago.
Here's the next song. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
It's in Can't Stop the Music.
That's right. There is only one river. There is only one sea. What's that from?
That's from Airplane.
That's right. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B.
Well, that's Cheech and Trunks' next movie.
That's right. This next one's kind of tricky. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Honeysuckle Rose.
That's correct. Tight pussy, loose shoes, and a warm place to shit. Tight pussy, loose shoes, and a warm place to shit. Oh, wait, the title's in the song. Shit.
And that's it.
Tight Pussy. That was the name of the movie. Santa called his elves together to soup up his old sleigh so Rudolph and the other reindeer could rest on Christmas Day. It's got 1,000,000 miles to travel and it'd do it in one day. And that's why Santa Claus has a souped up Santa sleigh.
Do you want this one, Richard?
I'll take it. Melvin and Howard.
Correct. This one I might be a little bit off on the lyrics, but as far as I know, it goes, Figaro, 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 Figaro. What's that from?
Is that Fatso?
No.
Oh.
It's a good guess, though. Oh, he does. You know what? He does sing it in that.
Yeah.
That's not in release order. Do you know the other one?
Hopscotch?
It's Hopscotch. When Walter Matthau sings it at the border crossing.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. He does, because he's like, oh, was it you that, I thought it was you that died. And he's like, no, I'm in perfect health. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. You're totally right. Okay, next movie. See how he dances. See how he looks from side to side. See how he prances. The way his hooves just seem to glide.
One Trick Pony?
He's a one-trick pony.
Okay. Come on, Richard. You got the album on vinyl.
I know, right? Oh, my God.
All right, next song.
Next song.
I can lick your face. I can bite it too. My teeth got rabies. I'm gonna give them to you.
I'm gonna go with
Feed me, feed me. Can't you hear me howl? Feed me. I'm a damn dog now.
I was gonna go with Times Square.
That's correct. Baby, baby, I just wanna take you where I'm going.
Do you know this one, Richard? Oh, the Idol Maker?
Yes.
I think I just know this because Patrick just walks around singing this all the
Oh,
time.
Oh, do I?
I think you do.
I didn't know that. Like a puppet on a string,
Okay.
like a monkey on a swing. Man is clinging to the ropes of the fantasies and hopes we are dangling. Mr. Boogaloo. What's that from?
It's Richard's favorite.
The apple.
That's correct.
Uh,
He needs me, 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 he needs me. What's that from? This is Jess's turn.
It's Popeye.
That's correct.
where every song is just the lyrics said over and
The
over
name of the
again.
song repeated.
Popeye.
There's one too many women in your life. The one you say you love and the one you call your wife.
Any Which Way You Can.
That's correct.
That's what she's singing on stage, right?
Here's the next one. This one's for Richard. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Come on, you know the words.
Oh God. This is. Oh, I know it. Hang on. Hang on. Fuck. I know the movie. It's. I know the movie. I do. I just can't think of the freaking title. It's a jazz singer.
There you go.
Jazz singer.
That's it.
Whew, that took a lot of work. That took a lot
I
of.
tricked you because I picked one of his only non-jazz songs. And this is the last one that I had. Yeah, they may have empty heads, but they're Einsteins in bed. Dumb blondes. Dumb blondes. Maybe if I tell you the name of the band that sings it. They're either called
Oh.
Oh, okay.
or
Go ahead, Richard. Do you remember the name of it?
Nope. It's God. It's just a time zone movie again.
It's a time zone movie.
That's how I
That's
know it.
Time
It's called
Zone.
New Year's Evil.
New Year's
Yeah.
Evil. I will never remember that because it's such a lame freaking
Right.
title.
That has been your musical segment of the day, of the year.
Every round that movie has come up, I have forgotten the title.
Why don't you guys open some gifts? I got you each a wrap gift. This is Richard's.
Oh, they're not wrapped, by the way.
They are not wrapped, but they are wrap gifts. Be gentle with them.
No.
Be careful.
Oh,
how you pull it out.
okay. Okay, I think I have it.
I think you do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
So these are hand painted by Bill Medea, who I've been following on Instagram. He does these phenomenal miniature paint recreations. And so I got one from a movie each for you that I thought you
Oh my
enjoyed over the
goodness,
course
these
of the
are
year.
amazing.
That's so cute. What is yours?
It's the 9th configuration. What is yours?
Oh, it's Shogun Assassin.
Nice.
With the head cut off, and he's got the baby. And then
That's so
Richard
great.
has the
The Jesus Moonland. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare.
Yeah, it's that's great.
I'll be posting screenshots of both of these on the
Did
the
you
Twitter
get one for
account.
yourself?
I did not.
Oh.
But I
wonderful.
they
one
turned
was
out
your-
so
which-
great, I probably will get one.
Which one will you get?
I need to find a good frame from the island. That would probably be mine.
Just Michael Caine cocking that
Yeah, the
machine
giant gun. It would probably be the gun,
That's
or maybe
amazing.
the person at the on the crow's nest with a bullet hole in their forehead. But either way, yeah. So those are really great, and I'll put the picture up on Twitter. But
Sorry. Nope, stop.
yeah, he's an incredible artist, and he's been posting lately. He paints a frame from each episode of The Mandalorian as it comes out. But they're all these little miniature portraits, and they're really great. And if he's ever open for commissions, I thoroughly recommend seeking him out. You can find him on Instagram at Bill Medea. Just double check that that's correct. Yeah, he's on Instagram at Bill Medea. That's BILLMADIA. and his work is really phenomenal. And these turned out exactly as awesome as I'd hoped. So,
cute.
I really appreciated it.
I have to find a very tiny frame.
Yeah.
It's so funny that I'm saying that this thing with the guy's head cut off is so cute.
But it is adorable.
It is so cute.
Yeah.
The blood spray is wonderful. It is wispy, just like in the movie.
Yeah. I also thought we would take this opportunity to announce our official top 10s for the year. Obviously, as we're going, it's hard to keep exact track. And so I gave us a little leeway to make adjustments here. And so we've corrected our top 10s to represent how we feel currently about the year. Does anybody want to go first, or should I go first? Or
Yeah, why don't you go first?
I'll go first. I'll start from 10,
go 10
and go
and then-
up.
yeah. Mhm.
10th place, a late entry, but really solid. Altered States. I loved it. I love the visual effects. I love the performances. I think it holds up really well for what it is, which, like a special effects heavy psychological thriller type thing, could have aged very poorly, and it doesn't. Number 9 is Heaven's Gate, which was unfairly shit upon by everyone when it came out because studios didn't want to make auteur movies anymore.
Yeah, and still shit on.
Yeah,
by people who revisit it now.
But it's great and it's deserving of your attention. Number 8 is Flash Gordon. Every part of this movie works for me: the cast, the effects, the music, the colors, the action adventure spirit. And it's also just cheesy enough to be an extremely fun watch from beginning to end.
I'm going to go out and say that you are being very generous with Flash Gordon.
I know you believe that. Number 7 for me is The Elephant Man, which, again, the story is flawless. I think the performances are incredible. The makeup is wonderful. And David Lynch's direction feels like an authentic 30s film telling the story of this character. Number 6 is Popeye, which was just, it's been a long time favorite of mine, but I love the music. I love the look. I love the feel of the town, and all the performances are phenomenal. The casting is perfect for everyone. Number 5 is Forbidden Zone, which I know is completely insane, but it's endlessly rewatchable for me. And I love the soundtrack, even if half of it is repurposed older music. Everybody's the same kind of crazy in it, and I could just watch it on loop forever. The Island is number 4, which for me is the biggest find of the year. This is the highest ranked movie that I had not seen prior to this podcast, and it's just perfect in every way. And again, it's a situation where the movie was not reviewed well. I think Malton called it a bomb earlier in this podcast even. And it's just so much fun, and it's something that I'm excited to show other people. Number 3 is Empire Strikes Back, which is obviously, space epic, adventure. Everybody knows it. I don't have to explain why that's here. Ordinary People, number 2. It was the best picture of the year, according to the Academy, and I think it's a rare occasion where they were pretty close to spot on, because all the performances are great, with particular attention to Mary Tyler Moore's performance. I think completely sells the film. I think Donald Sutherland is wonderful. It's the only decent Donald Sutherland performance we got this year. And Timothy Hutton's great in it too, obviously. But it's a real relatable story that feels completely authentic. And then number 1 for me, and I think for everybody, but I don't know, is The Shining, which is just, there's not a frame to change here. The performances are great. The direction is great. I know it was hell on set, but it created the best film of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good solid list. I'm surprised that the 9th configuration.
That's
got
the hardest. That was what I was today struggling to find a way to fit it into the top 10, but it just barely doesn't make it because of just general story weakness. There's really just the one twist, and otherwise it's just vignettes.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the script and I love the dialogue. I wish I could have found a way to fit it into the top 10, but this is how they ended up. So
fits into my top 10.
All right. You want to go next then?
Sure. So 5 out of the 10 of my top 10 I had not seen before this year. So
that's awesome.
I think it's amazing that, but like you had said before, my number 10 is The Island, and that was like the big surprise of the year for me. Like I hadn't seen it, and it blew me away, and it stayed in the top 10. Forbidden Zone is an old favorite of mine. It'll never go down on the list.
Yeah.
There's too many things that I just love about that film. The Ninth Configuration, I liked it more than you, so boom, it's at number 8.
You did, but I do love that movie, and obviously all the performances are great. And there's like 9 amazing people in that movie.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's really good, and it was a surprise film that I hadn't seen, and it's got a really good quality filmmaking and acting, and I love it all.
Yeah.
Number 7 for me is Where the Buffalo Roam, because I think that film is very rewatchable, and I enjoy it every time I've seen it.
Sure.
Heaven's Gate. You said all the things about it. I want to sing its praises, and I want to be behind the campaign to bring it back out of the depths that people unfairly put it in. 5 for me is Shogun Assassin. And I think I said it many times throughout the year, which, I mean, this painting that you got me is from it. Like, these films are in the order in which I'd probably want to watch them again. And Shogun Assassin has got a lot of that cheesy factor, but it is so fun and rewatchable for me. Like, I think I hadn't seen it, and I want to watch it right now. Like, let's go watch it. Like, let's stop doing this podcast and go watch it.
All right.
Little Darlings, I think is an amazing film that is super underrated. I think it deserves a remake from somebody who really knows what they're doing now, because it really takes a very
delicate subject matter.
Yeah, it takes a subject matter that I don't think was covered in the 80s, and it handles it awesomely. Like, it's not condescending. It's not without treating them like they're a bunch of kids. Like, it's great. Whatever. It's wonderful.
It also really deserves a proper home video release, which it hasn't gotten because of the soundtrack issues.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I think more people should see this movie, because I think it should be coveted just, like other teen movies from the era, because it's even better than those other teen movies, which have a lot of sexist and racist shit in them.
Yeah, I feel like Meatball's got a couple sequels, and that's nowhere near the quality of...
This is, purely good writing and acting and, directing, and it's not respected as much as it should be. Empire Strikes Back is number 3. I'm not going to say anything about that everybody doesn't know. Number 2 for me is The Elephant Man. I think that's a flawlessly made film.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing about that movie I would change. And number 1 is The Shining, because, again, it's a flawlessly made film, except it's got a better story than The Elephant Man.
Yeah. All right, what do you got, Richard?
I feel bad for saying this, that my top 10 remains unchanged in terms of titles. It's the same titles, but I have shifted their order around.
From our titles, you mean, or from?
No, from my top 10 that's on my public list, on my main list, is unchanged. However, I have shifted the order of those 10 films.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't touch my 10 films from the year. Like, they stayed exactly where they were when I put them there.
I think my top 10 are still the same. That I just moved the island a little bit.
So I have number 10. I have Mad Max.
Okay.
Mad Max is a movie of few words, really, and I think that's a good thing for a story that's kind of as simplistic as it is. But you look at something like Fury Road, where it's just a component of those films, to me, as far as they go, is just the execution of these kind of stunts and visual effects.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, and it started a huge revolution of great films, except for one.
Are you ripping on Beyond Thunderdome?
Yes, I am ripping on Beyond Thunderdome.
That's silly.
It's like 3 movies. Number 9 is Airplane. Among many of the films that are on this list, it's a movie that I've seen easily a dozen times or more.
Yeah.
I could watch it anytime. It's always funny. It never does not get a laugh out of me.
Yeah. I think that was the one that you had the hardest time.
Yeah, that was my struggle. That's my number 11, and I'm like, I kind of want it in the top 10, but I'm not willing to give up any of the rest of these for it.
Yeah.
Number 8 is a bit of a surprise because it's outside of my normal wheelhouse. Is My Brilliant Career. Huh. I was like,
Australia taking up a lot of
right
space here.
And I was just like, yeah, this was really good. It was really good. I can't say anything really negative about it. I was captured by it. And I feel like this was a movie we did pretty early on.
Yeah, it was like the 5th episode of the year. I think.
Yeah, and it just stayed there.
Yeah.
Because it was like I feel like that it's quality filmmaking, and it's a character who doesn't back down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I was like, that's so great. It doesn't need to end with this romance story.
Yeah, I was noticing that a lot in the films on the upper end of my list is kick-ass women.
Yeah.
You know, because I had Little Darlings, but also, Tess is right up there, and My Brilliant Career is right up there, and 9 to 5 is right up there. They're all like really high on the list, and I feel like people in the 80s who were making kick-ass women movies knew what they were doing.
Yeah. It's My Turn was up there for me too in the top 15.
My number 7 is Where the Buffalo Roam. Again, a movie I've seen many times.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is great. I think everything, again, for much like Fear and Loathing, it's a movie without a plot. It's
more about the performance.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. It's just, these are things that happened in his life.
Yeah.
Or maybe did. Who knows? It's just his world according to him.
Yeah.
Number 6 was... I love The Island so much.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll never forget, after I finished watching it, I just texted you guys, the fucking island.
Yeah.
And you didn't know if it was good or a bad that I was saying
Yeah.
that because you hadn't watched it yet. And
I was probably 20 minutes in before I was like, no, I know what he was saying. Like the minute that fisherman gets his gut sliced open, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this already isn't going downhill.
Yeah. The island, it was, I think you said it, Jesse, and a major find.
Mm-hmm.
And you think you said, but I think we've all said it.
Yeah.
It was just like blew my mind that I had not seen this. Number 5 is another obvious one for me, The Blues Brothers.
Sure.
I've watched it many, many, many times. I'll watch it many more times. I enjoy every aspect of all the people who are in this movie and everyone who just it's something to behold. The music, everything about it is great. I can't say enough good things about the Blues Brothers. Number 4, also I think it's, I don't know if it was on Jesse's list. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Heaven's Gate. Is that on your list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heaven's Gate. Wow, what a great film. And I had moved that up on my list. That is now my number 4. I am still just in awe of the scope of that film. And to know that there's like another 2 hours that I want to see
The 5-hour version.
I cannot believe I've never said that about a 3-hour movie. Like, I did not watch Cloud Atlas and go, I want to see 2 more hours of Cloud Atlas. And I like Cloud Atlas because it's weird. But I was not that I tell everyone about this movie that I can who's never heard of it. And people who I do know who have heard of it just go, oh, that movie? You know, it's just like, well.
But that's people who have heard of it and not seen it because they were told not to see it.
So Heaven's Gate, big surprise. I loved it. Number 3 is my little portrait, The Ninth Configuration.
Yep.
Another great find for the year. I was just blown away by the visuals, by just the compelling characters and this weird idea of putting the inmates in charge of the asylum. And that someone got approval to do that.
And just the stuff they found room for in the plot where they're like, jetpack and dogs doing Shakespeare.
In Nazi uniforms.
Yeah.
You're going to sleep in it. Number 2, again, obvious, The Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
I mean, I was listening to the soundtrack this morning on vinyl because I love this movie.
I have to say, I'm blown away. I think I was blown away at the time, and I'm still blown away that this is not your number 1. I'm so surprised that, I mean, I knew it would be in your top 2 at least, but I thought for sure it was going to edge out your number 1.
Well, I think we reviewed it before my number 1, I think, right? It came out. Did it come out? It came out before The
They
Shining.
came out very close together. I don't recall which one was first.
Because
you know what? It might have. No, it wasn't the same weekend. That was Blues Brothers. I'm thinking of.
Because I feel like it was my number 1 for a time, but The Shining, The Shining, absolutely number 1 film of 1980.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't widely regarded when it came out, but
another crazy.
It's so ahead of its time. For its time, taking this long, slow burn, of a horror film.
There's so many Razzie nominees in our top 10.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How many of your top 10 have you seen before we watched all of these?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
So you had seen 6 of them. So 4 of them are brand new to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 of them were brand new to me.
The only 2 I hadn't seen were Island and Heaven's Gate from my top 10.
Okay. You'd seen a lot more movies than I have.
That's true. But Richard's seen more than me.
Has
Just
he?
not from 1980 specifically. Now we've all seen the exact same amount of 1980 movies. That's not true.
That's not true. You've seen slightly more.
Yeah, I saw Island Claws very recently, and that's just a wonderful film. Go check out Island Claws. Or don't. That's fine.
Just in time for the holidays.
Yeah.
Island Claws.
It's basically like if Santa were in the Caribbean and he were a giant crab attacking a seaside village, not in the Caribbean. Yeah, those are our top 10s. Those are our trivia points. Those are the themes that we recognized over the course of 1980. I think that's everything for 1980 on film. If you guys have any thoughts you'd like to share with us on the year, we are Vintage Video Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Whereas I've said before,
Do we want to talk about our bottom 10s or no?
I feel like we'll just be shitting on stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay, sorry.
It's Caligula. That's my worst film.
Let's just say our bottom films. We can rip on our bottom films. What's your bottom film, Jess?
Nothing personal. They
Oh.
killed seals in that one.
They
Little
literally had
baby
footage
seals.
of baby seals being clubbed to death in
Yeah,
that movie.
you club a baby seal, you're at the bottom of my list for the year. I'm warning you, 1981.
Falling in Love Again was written and directed and starred a 20-something-year-old kid writing a movie about a midlife crisis.
Hey, at least it was financed by his dad.
Yeah. Caligula.
Ugh.
Not for Richard.
So many ughs in that movie of just jacking it and just...
We're talking about the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
We're trying to pick bad movies, Richard.
Yeah, that one had a lot of bottoms.
Yeah,
There were
it
so
did.
many
It did have a lot of
bottoms.
I just didn't, I do laugh thinking about Peter O'Toole acting and performing while all of that is going on and wondering.
I laugh harder at John Gielgud in the hot tub in the corner just going like, I'm going to fucking kill myself in the first scene. I'm not going to be in any more of this movie.
It's like, what did that room smell like?
Ugh. We don't need to make this a
hot
sensory podcast.
That's why I hate it.
Listeners, if you
birthing
have your
room.
cards, go ahead and scratch the Caligula square. That's what it smelled like in the room. And that card should be, as the instructions I provided, a piece of chicken that you left in the sun for 2 days.
Don't open any mail for Patrick.
I think that's everything for 1980. If you guys have any thoughts you'd like to share with us, we are Vintage Video Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Letterboxd, where, as I've said before, you can find each of our full movie rankings for the year. We have adjusted and the way we ordered them over the course of the podcast available there. We can also be found at vintagevideopodcast.com. Please consider rating us on iTunes to help people find the show, and if you take the time to leave us a review, we will thank you personally in an upcoming episode. If you're feeling especially generous, you can also support the show through patreon.com/vintagevideopodcast. In 2020, our Patreon listeners have supported the release of 12 monthly 50th anniversary reviews from 1970. Next year, we will continue the practice and also include mini-sode reviews of 20 belated 1980 titles that we couldn't locate in time to include this year. If you haven't already signed up, subscribing today gives you access to those 12 70s episodes, and by the end of this year, 12 additional reviews from 1971 and 20 minisodes, starting with Island Claws, the story of enormous crabs attacking a seaside town. Posting tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Happy New Year, and we hope you'll join us January 6th when we'll be dropping our first review of the year for Home Sweet Home, which IMDb describes like so. An escaped mental patient steals a station wagon and makes his way to the Bradleys' Thanksgiving celebration, where he plans to make them a little less thankful. We leave you now with the trailer for Home Sweet Home.
It's 7 a.m. in Los Angeles, and our top story continues to be the intensive police dragnet for an armed and dangerous escaped mental patient. 26-year-old Jay Jones escaped from the Hobart State Hospital for the criminally insane last night after killing an attendant and leaving a guard in critical condition. Jones was committed to Hobart 8 years ago after a lengthy and well-publicized trial following the bludgeoning death of both of his parents. We talked with a state police department spokesman shortly after Jones's escape last night.
He's extremely dangerous, probably armed. He could be on PCP. Jones is Caucasian, 6'3", 220 pounds with curly brown hair. If you see anyone answering this description, stay clear of him and notify your local law enforcement agency immediately.